Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here, returning to you for a Wednesday Versus video for April 16th. There's going to be two Wednesday Versus videos premiering um, around 1 and 1:30 around this time. So hopefully you will enjoy these Wednesday Versus videos. The first one is for episode 11, which is for season 4, episode 11 for All That Remains versus As I Lay Dying. So let's dive right into what I think of both these bands, who I deem to be the winner and who I deem to be the loser, or if I choose both. And I'll let you know who I deem to be the winner or loser, or if I choose both. So let's dive into this Wednesday Versus video tonight. So pretty much, I'm going to start with All That Remains. I've actually enjoyed quite a bit of their music for the most part. Phil's screaming vocals and his regular singing vocals are pretty strong for the most part. Their newest album, Anti-Fragile, was a strong record for sure. It was very good. It was a pretty good record. I mean, a few critiques with certain songs, but nothing to the extent where I hated this new All That Remains record. And their last record in 2018 was hit or miss. It wasn't one of the worst, but it wasn't one of my favorites. But still a solid release from them. But for the most part, I think All That Remains has a number of great songs and great material for the most part. And they're a band I would consider choosing to be in my like top 20 favorite metalcore bands. So yeah, All That Remains, great band. I'd recommend checking them out for sure. They have quite a bit of great songs. No Tomorrow, Forever Cold. They have a few new tracks on the record that I enjoyed, but for the most part, I think they put out some great material. There was some other tracks that I remember them releasing, but overall, great stuff from them. Now we're going to talk about As I Lay Dying. Now, I've heard only 2 albums in their discography, and I've only heard like 2 or 3 albums of All That Remains. 2 albums and a song from a 2008 record. But overall, for the most part, I think, As I Lay Dying, they're a band that I can appreciate, but I have my issues with the band because of the fact that Tim Lambesis has a lot of controversy behind him due to the fact that he hired a hitman to kill his estranged wife, to apparently almost kill his estranged wife. And it failed, of course, but still, it still doesn't look good on his part and on his rep, because it makes him look like a piece of crap. But he's been denying it and trying to say there's more to it, and she abused me and all that crap, and I'm like, don't pull that bullshit, because you know you fucked up. Own it, admit to it, like, own that shit, and just move forward with your life. Like, the band did have talent, but I could separate the art from the artist with that band, but that band's kind of history now. Because every band member from As I Lay Dying usually fucking departs from the band due to certain reasons having to do with Tim Lambesis and his drama that he starts with some band members. And some of them say that he's very toxic to be around and creates a toxic environment around surrounding them, basically. So it's pretty unfortunate because almost all the band members. Excuse me, honey. I'm going to be going to sleep soon, but I've got to record another Wednesday versus video after this one. But overall, I think As I Lay Dying do have great songs, but the problem behind this band is the controversy with Tim Lambesis, and that's the disappointing aspect of the band's and how their reputation looks, because it's only Tim Lambesis now that's part of the band, and pretty much the rest of the band members that were part of the band already left. So they're going on their own music ventures and just finding out what they want to do as artists. But overall, I'm so sorry about my yawning. I'm just very tired. Overall, if I were to choose a winner in this matter, I would have to go with All That Remains, because I would choose them over As I Lay Dying. And I like As I Lay Dying, but I don't like controversial bands that have a bad reputation. I just don't like to choose a band that I know people are gonna say, oh, maybe you shouldn't have chose that. But I've heard 2 albums of both these bands, and there's some other albums I've heard from All That Remains, but I'd have to go back and listen to their discography. But most of it I've heard. So yeah, excuse my yawning. There's a few times I've yawned in the video, and I'm so sorry about that. So overall, All That Remains is going to be the winner in this matter for Season 4, Episode 11 for Wednesday Versus video. I hope you enjoyed this Wednesday Versus video tonight, and I will be recording another video. This is going to premiere on the 16th, of course, at like midnight or 12:30 or something like that. But until then, you guys have a good night, and thanks for watching this Wednesday Versus video.